Hey English 12, it's Miss Sopiarz-Rianda. I hope you are enjoying Hamlet so far. You should have read Acts 1 through 3 at this point. So you are learning the characteristics of Hamlet, about the topics of revenge mostly. And you should be kind of thinking to yourself, is this guy crazy or not? So lots of things to keep in mind as you are reading Hamlet this week. Also in this session, or in session 2 and in session 1, I gave you several different resources in reading Hamlet. Don't be shy. Be sure that when you are reading Hamlet, you can read the modern version. It's okay. It's a good idea to read both. And it's also a really good strategy, a good reading strategy if you're struggling, to read the SparkNotes summaries before you read an act, and then read them again after you read an act, so that while you're reading, you're looking for things. And then after you've read it, you read the summary again, and it really solidifies what you read. Okay, so that's one really good comprehension strategy for Hamlet. Okay, so click on, well, you can see right there, session 3 is due by October 26th. And thank you for all of those students and parents who came to parent-teacher conferences. I had them virtually on Tuesday, and then I had them over at the Glen Heights Elementary School on Thursday. So I met a lot of great parents, a lot of concerned parents. So if you are struggling in this class, please contact me. That's literally half the battle. Let's say 25% of the battle is reaching out to me and getting the help you need, because it's not too late to be successful in this class. It's really not. You might think like you're in a hole, but you're not. You can still come out with a passing grade. So this week we are moving on to Hamlet's Acts 4 and 5, and this week we are focusing our reading through a Marxist lens. You remember that from Unit 2? All right, so our session plan this week is we're going to be wrapping up Hamlet this week, and as I mentioned, we're going to be reading the play and using social class theory to enter into a deeper analysis of the play and its significance. So here are a couple of important announcements, especially the CMAS testing. Be sure to mark those calendars. This is a required test, and it is on November 10th. And 11th for all full-time JeffGo JeffGo virtual seniors. So be sure that you mark your date for that. Super important. As always, there is the contact information for me, but you all know you can contact me pretty much anytime, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours, and way less than that usually. Okay, so here is our checklist for this week, our assignments and our point values, and here's that suggested schedule for the week. Okay, so on Monday and Tuesday, begin and continue reading Acts 4 and 5, and you're going to be completing a quotation and analysis table. And this is the same thing that you did in session 1 and did you do it in session 2? No, you didn't do it in session 2, but you did it in session 1. Remember that you put in a quote. Make sure you include not only the act but the scene, and to that quote, what is your reaction? What is your analysis? Think of Pia, okay? This shouldn't be a one-sentence response. This should be at least a 3-sentence response to that quote. And I did give you some information on that again in this assignment in this session. So be sure to be keeping that Q&A chart while you are reading. It really helps you understand the reading as you are going along, because you're making predictions, you're asking questions, you're just voicing your reaction and analysis, okay? So it really engages you with the text, okay? So on Wednesday, finish up that reading, complete the chart, post the initial post on Act 4 and 5 discussion board, and then be sure to go and respond to it on Thursday and Friday. Remember, be part of that discussion. Make more than just a 1-sentence response of, I agree. Why do you agree? How do you agree? Again, 2 or 3-sentence response. That is a response that not only is engaging, but furthering discussion, okay? And then also on Thursday, you're going to begin your work on Shakespeare and Mark's assignment. And be sure to submit that on Friday. And I do want to review that assignment with you, Hamlet and Mark's. And down here, I provided this document, this worksheet in Word and a Google Doc. You cannot edit this Google Doc. You'll have to file, make a copy, and save as, and then just share the link with me in the Dropbox. But you are going to be looking at, when we think back to our work in Unit 2, when we explored social class theory, that's how we use it to analyze literature. Well, Marxist theorists look very closely at economic factors, including who has money and power in any given situation. And that's very evident in Hamlet. They're representatives of the upper, middle, and lower class, and they all interact with each other. So in this assignment, we're going to explore that through the lens of social class. Okay? And this assignment down here gives you very specific instructions, and there's 4 parts. So be sure you complete all 4 parts of this assignment to receive full credit. And then submit that assignment here into the Dropbox. Okay? And then after that, we're going to be moving on up. We will have officially finished with the reading of Hamlet, but next week we are going to do our final session and do a final analysis of Hamlet and his significance, Shakespeare's significance as well. If you have any questions this week, please let me know. I'm happy to help.